Now we're going to do the meditation called Free-Floating Awareness in the Body. Take a moment to let your body settle into a comfortable position. And feel the whole body as you sit there. 2 arms, 2 legs, the head, the torso, all connected. Try as much as possible to feel the whole body at once. Now bring your awareness to your face and drop your jaw just slightly. Feel the relaxation spread from that over your face and head. And keeping in contact with that, as you breathe out, feel as the chest settles, relaxation spreading over the front of your torso. And as the shoulders come down, relaxation also spreading through your arms and hands. And as your back settles, relaxation spreading also through your backside. And be aware also of the stillness of your legs, the restfulness associated with the fact that they don't have to carry the body. As much as possible, simultaneously feel the whole body relaxed. And now broaden the focus to include any and all body sensations. Still trying to feel as much as possible the whole body at once. Be aware. Within this body, sensations can arise from physical causes, the touch of your clothes, the touch of the chair or the cushion, the touch of the air, the impact of the posture, the muscles working to maintain it. And sensations can arise from physiological sources. Be aware of them. The heart beating, the breathing, your state of rest or tiredness. And other functionings of the body produce sensations. Be aware of them, be open to them. Sensations may arise in association with emotion. If anything like that happens, be aware of it. If you become impatient, bored, agitated, this can produce feelings in the body. And in general, the thinking process frequently produces feelings. Be aware of them, be open to them. And be aware how the impact of the other five senses, particularly what you hear, see, or think, may cause sensations. Be aware of them, be open to them, feel the whole body. Some sensations are intense and obvious. Be aware of them, be open to them. Some sensations are very subtle and wispy, but they're important too. Be aware, be open to them also. Sensations may be pleasant, unpleasant, neutral, or indescribable. All are to be honored in this approach by being greeted with the qualities of precision in awareness and equanimity, which means giving the body permission to feel. Now, let your awareness freely float and circulate through your body. And when you're pulled to a location, name to yourself that location and stay in that location for at least 5 or 10 seconds. Let your awareness soak into the sensation there. Be as precise as possible about the sensation there. And stay in that location until you may be able to observe that sensation change, perhaps slightly a few times. It may shift a millimeter here or there. It may get a little bit stronger, a little bit weaker, subtly shift in quality. After you have detected a few changes in that sensation, then let your awareness move elsewhere. Let it be pulled to a new location. Or if you wish, intentionally bring your awareness to a new location. And do the same there. So that every 5 or 10 seconds, the awareness is allowed to shift and freely float through the body, giving a sense that the awareness can circulate everywhere. Try to let it circulate as broadly as possible. If when you're in an area, after a little while you detect no changes, that's okay. Then just let your awareness go elsewhere. If you find that you are pulled over and over again to the same area, that's okay too. However, within that area, let your awareness circulate in smaller ways. The process of labeling the sensation will sound something like this. Face, changing, changing, chest, changing, changing. If you're drawn to several locations, you can just say several and watch them change. If you feel the whole body at once, you can say to yourself, whole body. The important thing is not the labeling or mental description, but the awareness and the acceptance. The label is a guide, a finger pointing you to remind you to pay attention to what is. If the awareness wanders, gently return to a free circulation through the feeling body. Each time you're pulled to a new location, let the awareness soak into it and try to accept the sensation just as it is, even if it's uncomfortable. Infuse it with equanimity to the best of your ability. And if it changes in intensity, shape, location, quality, in any tiny way, be aware of that and relax into that change. And moment by moment, attempt to discover completeness through complete feeling. Try to resolve the moment by complete feeling rather than having to have recourse to figuring it out. As you do this, you may find that the creation of the mental labels, the description of the place and the noting of the change, gets in the way. If so, feel free to drop that and just do it with direct awareness. However, if you find that you're getting caught up in thoughts or spacing out, immediately reestablish the labeling process. And if you're having a lot of difficulty with distraction, you may want to fortify the labeling process by actually moving your lips or even whispering the words to make the mindfulness very objective, tangible, by listening to your own voice. Hands changing, changing, whole body changing, changing, like that. And throughout the work that we'll be doing, feel free to use either direct awareness, mental labels, or even spoken labels, changing the labeling like changing gears. If you go up a hill, go into first gear. Actually say the words out loud. If you're pretty focused, go into cruise control. Just have a moment by moment direct awareness of the body. Once again, if the awareness has wandered, gently return. Keep letting the awareness freely circulate over the whole volume of feeling space that is the body. Continuously infusing the qualities of clear awareness, gentle acceptance, and a cognizance of whatever ways the body sensations may be changing, moment by moment. In this way, a kind of rhythm may become established. The large-scale rhythm of shifting from place to place, and then the small-scale rhythm of changes within the individual places. At each shifting, the new sensation wells up. But observe carefully, the old sensation subsides, albeit perhaps just slightly, simply because the awareness has moved elsewhere. The new sensation becomes a little brighter, more intense, expands. The old location becomes a little dimmer, subsides, contracts. Expanding in the new, contracting of the old, shifting, changing, changing, changing. And get into that two-scale rhythm of the large-scale impermanence and the small-scale local movements. And let it massage you. Flow with that rhythm, with its predictability, and become as matter-of-fact as possible about these sensations. Try to become so fascinated with the rhythm of the movements that you lose interest in the meanings of the sensation, that you pay less attention to the materiality because you're too busy resting in the movement. And remember, if you need to move, that's perfectly okay. But do so very slowly and very mindfully. Be sure to incorporate the sensation associated with shifting your posture as one of the sensations you pay attention to. Now, let go of that global free-floating circulation. And once again, try to feel your whole body at once. Feel both your arms, and continuing to do that, feel also both your legs. And continuing to do that, feel the front and back of your torso, and your head and face, your whole body evenly covered with awareness to the best of your ability. And if one part of the body drops out from awareness, see if you can reestablish contact with it. And infuse the whole body at once with clarity and acceptance, as though it were a single integrated sensation. And remember to include in your awareness any reactions. For example, if you become sleepy, that is a sensation over the body. Feel its impact everywhere. And in order to remain alert, if necessary, straighten your spine and open your eyes and look through things, not at them. Eyes open, but awareness back, feeling the whole body at once, and accepting the subjective sensations of any sleepiness that may be present. And likewise with any other reaction, recycle the reaction in terms of the feelings you can detect in the body. And try to detect the impact over the whole body if possible. Now, particularly bring your awareness to the boundary of the sensation of your body. Feel where your body ends on the right. It may end with the usual shape of the body, or your sensation may extend beyond slightly or considerably. Feel where the body ends on your left side also. And in front, and behind, and above, and below. Feel where your body ends in all 6 directions at once. And try to evenly cover the entire boundary surface of your body sensation. It may conform to the usual shape of the body, or it may be more like a cloud or even a sphere. And be aware, the boundary of your sensation may be perfectly stable, or it may be changing. It may be moving in stately undulations, like a jellyfish. Or it may be rapidly vibrating. If it is moving in any way, focus on those movement qualities, particularly at the borders, at the boundary surface of the sensation. If it seems that the entire boundary of your body is still unstable, see if that stillness is light and peaceful, or whether it involves solidity and pressure forces. If there is solidity and pressure, inquire. Does the pressure force seem to be pushing out or pulling in? If it wants to push out, let it push out, yield to it. If it wants to pull in, let it pull in, yield to that, even though that may make the sensation stronger for a moment. Continue to attempt to evenly cover the whole body's border with awareness, and be aware of any movement qualities that may be present there, and yield to them and let them massage you, let them soften you. If the body wants to expand, let it expand as far as it wishes. If it wants to contract, let it contract. If it wants to alternate, expanding then contracting, let it do that. If it wants to simultaneously expand and contract at the same time, let it do that. If it wants to be perfectly still, then rest in that stillness, let it do that. And give yourself back to the natural flow of the primordial forces that are expressing themselves now at the level of pure feeling within your body.